One of the there's no real story or a real punchline or anything terribly interesting about the next thing, so maybe I should just play the next song. Sorry. But there's these things they call stand-up. It's a big surfboard, and you have a paddle, and we stood up. We for 2 days we've been paddling the Potomac River on these stand-up boards, 12-foot surfboards, and you stand up with a big paddle and you go down the river with the paddle. And it's been just spectacular moving by, you know, Washington Monument and Lincoln Memorial and Jefferson Memorial, and just incredible. What a way to see your beautiful history. And at one point we even there was a bald eagle lined up right with the Washington Monument. I mean, it was incredible kind of feeling of good kind of patriotism. It felt very like, wow, America. And then actually, if you adjusted your eyes and looked down, there's a lot of cars going by, and 3 out of every 4 was an SUV or a fucking Hummer. So that was a different. Maybe there was a punchline to the story, but actually, what ends up happening the first day we ended up we saw this one dock with some boats. We thought we'd go there, then but the other one was prettier, so we went to that one and got out, and there was a bunch of boats with ridiculous names. I was telling a friend the other day, one of the names was, there was a, oh shit. It was like, misbehaving. Now, you know, these are probably like senators and congressmen's votes and things like that, you know? But then there was not for sale, K-N-O-T, not for sale. And then there was, but the killer was in kind of gold leaf lettering. It was victims of comfort. Victims of bad taste, victims of an I wonder how many victims created his being victimized. But we ended up on this little boat launch, and we pulled our boards out. We were actually going to get a ride back, and so we have to go upstream, and then which kind of ruined the whole leaving no carbon footprint by paddling thing. But we got to see twice as much of the river as we would have otherwise, and we ended up at this dock, and it turns out it was a part of a naval base, I guess. We weren't supposed to be there, I don't think. No one saw us, no one asked us anything, no one said anything, which is great, and I wouldn't complain about not being hassled, except it made me think of every time I got to take my shoes off in the fucking airport, or watch an 85-year-old woman take her shoes off, or every time they pat down an 8-month-old baby. And yet, 2 knuckleheads on 12-foot flaming red boards can paddle up the naval base.
Just mine, found myself to be so inclined. Why sleep in discontent? All the price of companionship. My shadow comes with me underneath the big white sun. My shadow runs with me. Believe it all. Believe it all. Far yourself. I can't